Okay, there's a need for me to do to make this short video so that everybody can be on the same page. I'm quite aware that everybody has entered their question, so we all have a question, but there's one thing that we need to do. In fact, there are two things which is very, very compulsory that we need to do in that order. Um, we go to subjects and go to class list. The subject enrollment is only available for form tutor, which of course by now they must have enrolled all their students, all the subject each student is going to offer in each of the class. So I think this one must have been done. So form tutor only, we have access to this subject enrollment. Now each subject teacher must go to class list. It's very compulsory that we go there. Yes, this is my GS2. I've accepted all of them into my class. And let me go to SS2 now. Okay, SS2 data processing. Now I've not accepted all these students to my class. Now the implication is that if I don't accept them and I set my question and I publish it, no student will be able to view my test and do it. So it's compulsory that you have to accept them. So you click on each of the students and start accepting them, which of course I'm going to do later. So let's just leave this. After you accepted them into the class, okay, you are going to accept everybody into the class. You can go down, accept all of them, then you click submit. Okay, submit, success, student successful added to your list. So that is the first thing. This is very compulsory that everybody must do this, because if you don't do this, students will not be able to see your question. That's number one. So the second option that we also need to do as a matter of urgent is to go to our CBT and go to manage CBT. Yes, all of us already we have our question under the question bank. Now we don't need to wait for timetable before we start setting our question. Very, very important. Let's set our question. So by the time the timetable comes out, we can just edit it, because setting question requires us adding our question to the test. Okay, so we have to do that and get our test ready. From there, we can even preview and see the options, whether they are correct or not. So this is going to actually assist us in previewing our question. So now let me set question for my yes one. Yes one now. Okay, ICT. Okay, I don't have any test. Okay, so now let me say new test. So my test is I want to set first term examination. Let me just give it ICT 01 as a code. Marks per question, I want to give it 1. Okay, enable, okay, 1, it can change. Make sure you always look at this if it change. Mark per question is 1. Enable random question selection, or this is optional. And also enable practice test. Don't enable this, because if you make it a practice test, then it's just it's a practice question, not a real test or exam. So, but me, I prefer to use a random question, so that different question will appear for different students. The time now, start date and time. Let's assume the exam you want to pick. Okay, exam is starting December 5th. So you pick December 5th, 9 a.m. When you pick 9 a.m., it's still going to give you another option to select whether you want to have your time in between, whether 9:05, 9:10. But if it's still going to start 9 a.m., put 9 a.m. That's the commencement of the test. And the end time is going to end, say, December 5th. It's going to, so you can give room instead of saying 9 to 10. If it's going to be 9 to 10, we can even say it's going to end 5th. Instead of 9 a.m., you can put even 12 p.m. in the, okay, 12. So at least there's a room between 9 and 12. Okay, so if you now specify 1 hour as the duration of the time, 1 hour. Okay, if you pick 1 hour, so any student that logs on within 9 and 12 is going to have 1 hour. So that does not mean that if student log in by 9 is going to have for like 3-4 hours. No, this is the duration, but this is the time they can log into the system. So it's always good to give room, because let's just assume because of network problem, because if you say 9 to 10 and there's challenges along the line, then there's going to be a problem. So it's better to say, for example, 9 to 12. So we are so sure that at least all students must have logged on between this period of time. Okay, so that is how it goes. I'm going to continue because I can only make 5 minutes video because of my restriction. So I'm going to continue on the next video. Thank you.